Hello everybody! Today we're going to unbox and turn on the Lenovo C32q-20 31.5-inch QHD monitor. So let's first take a look around the outside of the box. So in this box is a Lenovo C32q-20 31.5-inch QHD monitor. And now let's go ahead and open up the box. Of course, cutting apart the packing tape that's keeping the box securely sealed. And just setting the box down, let's pop open the box flap to reveal the contents inside. So I'm going to turn the box around so you can see the contents in the box packaging. So let's remove the contents from the box packaging. And let's lift out inner styrofoam layer or tray, just making sure nothing is left on the underside of the styrofoam layer and giving you a look directly in the box packaging. And let's lift the monitor out. And of course we can set the box right down and monitor on the tabletop. And I'm just going to close the box up. Quickly right there, and setting the box across. And just setting it to the left side of the room. And I'm going to lift the monitor off from its styrofoam packaging. Okay, and just setting that styrofoam packaging to the side. And setting the items across the tabletop so you can see the entire contents from the box packaging as best I can. Setting it across the tabletop. So that's the contents of the box packaging. So let's start off by taking a look at the energy certificate stickers. So 2 stickers right there with the energy efficiency ratings for the monitor. So just setting that to the side and moving right along. There is a Lenovo limited warranty booklet. And giving you a look inside and at the details as best I can. Always a bit tricky to show such things directly in front of the camera. Okay, so on and so forth. The other sections are in other languages. Okay, so setting that down and moving right along. There appears to be a quick start or setup guide for the monitor. So just giving you a look right there as best I can. And on the reverse side as well, some information in various languages. So those are the 2 sides. For the setup and care instructions. And then moving right along, of course, there is a power cable for the monitor. So just giving you a look right there with the British or UK 3-pin plug. And there is a packet here with a HDMI cable in it. And of course we can open up this packet so you can have a clearer look at the cable that's inside this recyclable clear packet. So HDMI cable, giving you a look at the ends of this cable. With the HDMI connectors. Okay, so moving right along, there is of course what appears to be the base for the stand or monitor. So giving you a look around at the various details and aspects of this base. So I'm just going to set that bag down. Of course, we want to keep that bag away from babies and toddlers and animals. Okay, and we can see that there is a protective film layer covering the upper surface of this base or stand. All right, and moving right along, just going to set that base down. Of course, we have the monitor itself. And I'm going to slide the monitor out. And resting it back down and onto the table, and with, of course, the protective cover on the tabletop so it doesn't mark it. I'm just going to give you a look at the monitor as best I can. It's a pretty heavy monitor, a bit cumbersome to show. Nonetheless, just giving you a look as it is in hand at this Lenovo C32q-20 31.5-inch QHD monitor. Okay, so setting the monitor back down. Let's put the base into the monitor stand or stem, and of course making sure that we line up that base properly and inserting that base into the column of the monitor, and making sure that we twist it nice and tightly and that it stays securely in place. Let's prop the monitor up. So this monitor has a -5 to 22-degree tilt angle, so just giving you a look right there. And of course we can move the protective bag aside so it doesn't get in the way of this 31.5-inch monitor. It's right there giving you a look at that tilt angle. So now standing behind, perhaps now you have a better frame of reference and sense of scale and perspective with this monitor in place on the tabletop. So you can see right there, QHD monitor with a 1440p resolution. And just going to pick that little loose bit of styrofoam off. now giving you a look at the various aspects once again with the stand now in place and giving you a look at the various details of this monitor. See the thickness of the monitor and of course the mount design at the rear. Okay, so now let's plug it in and turn it on. So just setting those packets to the side and doing some minor adjustments across the tabletop so we can make sure that everything is more or less in view. Let's undo the cable ties for the HDMI cable. And of course the power cable as well. And to give you some idea of the length of these cables, just setting them down across the tabletop so you have some idea of their lengths. So there's the power cable and this is the HDMI cable. Maybe a better way to show it is the stand behind or in front of the monitor to give you a better view of these cables. Okay, so let's plug in these cables and making sure that they're nicely connected up. So once again, going to set the monitor back down. This time round, I'm going to do it to ensure that you have some sort of view at the monitor. So power cable goes in. And HDMI cable goes in as well. And now standing the monitor back up and giving you a look at the orientation or positions of those connectors or plugs for the cables. Okay, so now just going to plug the HDMI cable into this Acer Swift 3 ultra thin laptop, which I've unboxed on the channel before. I'm going to plug the HDMI cable into the HDMI out port. And of course the power cable, but not before first turning the monitor back around. And now plugging the power cable into a power socket and turning on that switch. And of course now is to turn on the laptop and of course the monitor itself. So just doing some readjustments of the tabletop so we have a full view of what's going on. Okay, so let's turn on the monitor. So the switches are at the back. So turning the monitor on, you can see that Lenovo branding, and now turning on the laptop. And you can see that the screen is now being mirrored from the laptop onto the Lenovo C32q-20 31.5-inch QHD monitor. And of course Windows 10 is doing a cleanup. And hopefully in a few moments, there we go. So you can see both screens are mirroring each other. Of course, the Lenovo is mirroring that of the laptops, and both are IPS screens, so you can see the image reproduction of both of them side by side. And let's just go in and just having a look as it is, and the comparison between these two screens, both being IPS, giving a fair comparison. So the Lenovo has a 1440p resolution, or QHD, or Quad HD, and a 25 or 250 candela per square meter brightness, and 1000:1 contrast ratio. So just once again showing you that tilt angle of -5 to 22 degrees right there. So maximum tilt that way and tilt downwards. And of course giving you some sense of the side viewing angles as well, just turning the monitor on itself. And let's bring it more or less upright again. And you can see both images nicely presented on both screens. So that's a Lenovo C32q-20 31.5-inch QHD monitor. Thanks for watching and happy viewing!